Hello everyone, and welcome back to our Beastman campaign with Molokh Slugtongue. Now, last episode was kind of a slow affair, but a necessary one, I think, and we still managed to get a few things done. So as a quick recap, we basically finished off the ritual ruination down here in Castle Drakenhearth, burning down all the areas that formed the Blood Grounds, including Zulfbar and Cragmere over here, which led to us declaring war on the dwarves of Karak and Averland respectively. Now, with that done, we were able to not only get ourselves another Herdstone, but also to be able to recruit another army, which I did with a beast lord called Gore the Earthshaker. So since the end of the last episode, I've skipped forward a few turns and took the opportunity to build up the army for Gore the Earthshaker. So now we've got 4 armies, led by each of the different lords, as well as our faction leader, of course, Molokh Slugtongue, who is hiding behind Gore over here, actually. There he is. You can just see him there. So, before I actually talk about what my next strategy is going to be, I do have a new submission for a character. I'm trying to remember, where did I put him? I think he's in Malagoth's army. 1 second. Yeah, here he is. The Giant has now got a name, What Moot Kicker. You can see his backstory coming on screen right now, and I just thought it was so funny. It just reminded me of playing Blood Bowl or something like that. This Giants just getting into practice of playing their own version by kicking around some halflings. It made me laugh. But that's our new submission at the moment. And with that, what are we going to do next? Well, last time I said about the fact that we now have 2 Herdstones, meaning that we could split up our armies a bit and go in some different directions. So after giving it some thought, I figured that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to send 2 of my armies into the west, into the Empire itself. We'll go after the Wargrove of Woe, most likely, in order to deal with them. What I would like to try and aim for is to take the Moots, because if I click on here, you can see it includes a number of territories, including Avenheim, Schwarzhaven, Einschatten itself, and Grenstadt down here, and we'll be able to take Fort Obenstein into account as well. So that would be my first target for a Herdstone. The second group of armies, after giving us some thoughts, I decided, you know what, we've not actually encountered them yet and fought a battle, so I'm going to take on the dwarves. And, as you can see here, they recently confederated with Karak. It wasn't this previous turn phase, it was the turn phase before that. So, Karak has become quite a bit more powerful, but if we make our way up, and I've been looking around at some different targets for Herdstone, Karak Razak, I feel, is the best target for us. Obviously, we can't go for Fort Yakova or Jakova because it's already burnt down, unless it means with that there are Skaven inside. You know what? I have no idea. Maybe it does take ruins into account. I can't see anything that suggests there are Skaven about. Can you guys? Not offhand, anyway. Anyway, so if we go over here then, it also gives us access to Red Eye Mountain, Khazid Irukalaz. Oh god, that's a mouthful. And then we can actually continue marching down here then towards Grashrak's lair. We can take Karakadrin as we fight, and then we can march down through the mountains to take on Grom Peak and even move down into the Pillars of Grungni. So this will give us some nice different targets to aim for. So, enough of me actually explaining what we're going to do. Let's start moving our armies. So what I'm thinking, I'm going to send Molokh and Gore into the Empire. So these are actually kind of the wrong way round, but that's okay. That's fine. Let's get you guys some practice in. So, Zahatori, let's have you go out of Valdenhof. Oh, there's actually an army right here. Whoops. Okay, so we could fight this. A Pyrrhic Victory. Grim Burlickson. Right. So this is a legendary lord that is introduced with Mixu's Lord Pack. If I remember right, you get him if you're playing as the dwarves and you have managed to take Zulfbar. So, yeah, unique character. You can read a little bit about him there. He's basically a master engineer. But it does say a Pyrrhic Victory and we'll lose 2 units. Well, since we're going to have them join up, let's grab Malagost a second. Malagost can get some extra experience by going after these greenskins as well, hopefully. So, yeah, let's get you up here and kill off these greenskin gits. Decisive victory, as expected. Smash them to the ground, good sir. And then we'll take the Bestial Rage. Perfect. Alright, oh, we actually completed a mission, Lock in Horns. Right, so as a result, we get the Horn of the First Beast. What does this do again? Gives the character plus 10 melee defense, and gives for 35 seconds in the surrounding area. Those are some good bonuses. 24 melee attack, 20% charge bonus. You know what, Malagost? You completed the mission and I wasn't even aware of it, so I forgot all about it, to be honest. So congratulations, I presume it's an enchanted item? Yeah. You now get the Horn of the First Beast. Well done, mate, you deserve it. So, click through all of these. Executioner. You can now come in and act as a reinforcement. I'm just going to double check something quickly, actually. Oh, it does count as part of the... Does it count? I wouldn't presume so. But it's saying it does. Oh, it might have been best to have left it. Ah, it's okay. It's only 4 points. So we need to kill them off anyway to clear up this area. So you go. Slaughter them. And let's go raise and advance. We're not going to get much favour from it, and we might as well get the extra movement, you know? So, Winds of Magic Power Reserve. Gambler's Armor for 8% ward save. Oh, that's cool. 5% missile resistance for the entire army. Definitely take that, man. Kanan Sahatori, we're going to move you up because you decided to walk the complete opposite direction that I would have wanted you to. You can go there, then. And you can go there. As for you guys, you're going to start making your way over. If I can, I would like to try and use the Beast Paths to jump over towards Einschatten, just so we can combine the bonus, you know, the points from raising Fort Obenstein in the Bloodgrounds. So if I switch you guys over to this, and then we'll do the same with you, Molokh. Like that. Yeah. Might mean I happen to jump to near Schwarzhaven and then jump over. But if we can go straight over the mountains, that would be useful. Now next, Challenges of the Dark Gods. Which one to go for? Thanks to skipping forward a few turns, I did finish Death from the Shadows, giving us the extra success chance for ambushes. So Centaur's Born to Lead. I'll just go for that. Increasing my aura size by 15%, can't be a bad thing. And then, what else? Let's increase your melee defense a bit, Malagost. Then Chindari, what can I give you? I know we've got Quarter Morsley, but I did... Yes, we can give you a Razorgore Chariot. Might as well give him something else. Oh, 2 points. Let's give you an Many-Limbed Fiend. The extra 10% weapon strength bonus, as well as the 5 melee attack. Nice little bonus there. Oh, we can give you a chariot eventually. Level 16 will get that, okay. In that case, you've already got Arcane Conduits. Let's just go for Earthen for now. And then Darwan Doom and Darkness. The Fate of... Oh, it's only 1 point. You know what? I did see... Yeah, over here. Spirit Leech needs another point to finish up. Zahatori. We're going to finish off Dark Apothecary. And there we go. End turn. So here we are, guys, a couple of turns later. I figured I'd skip past me trying to get into position to attack and wreck the Herdstones. So, first of all, assault garrison. Raise the following settlement, Kazir Ukulars. Well, we were going to head that way anyway, and we've got plenty of time now to do it, 12 turns. I'll certainly take that for 1,200 favour. And so, we're going to start our attack on Karak Razak. Which one do I want to lead the attack? You know what, I'll send Tori, just to give him a bit more experience. So, you, a good sir, can lead the assault. No equipment available, decisive victory, it says. I'll just let you do that then. There we go. And raise a Herdstone. Enemy killed in battle. Confident attacker, that's the word I'd like to see. He's already got a beard collection. Okay. always like the little quote for this. Nice, more beards in my collection. I will sleep softly this night. Anyway. So with Karak Razak now done, we've got quite a few targets for us to aim for. Now, I'm still not convinced about Fort Yakova, because if I can hover over this... Oh no, I don't know. This one is obviously a ruin. It does have 0 there. Yet this one has 6. Maybe it does have Skaven in there. I'll have to have a look. Maybe we can burn it down later. For now, though, let's go ahead and use the beast paths just to jump into position near Red Eye Mountain. Maybe I'll send an agent down there just to scout him out a bit. We'll see. We still need to give you some heroes, by the way. I haven't forgotten, don't you worry. As for down south, I've moved my armies down here. In fact, oh. They added to Warfarm. This used to belong to the dwarves, you might have seen in an older video. But what ended up happening is while I was down here, there was 2 rebel armies from the vampire accounts. There was one solitary commander in here, and I bypassed it because I didn't want to go after it until we got our Herdstone erected. And during the end turn phase, what ended up happening was that all of a sudden that one commander had 9-10 units of miners come out of nowhere, destroy one of the armies, and run off down here. So presumably he's retreated into the mountains, and it looks like the rebels have taken Schwarzhaven. Right, in that case... Ooh, who do I want to lead this? I think, given that Dryka is actually in the army itself, I'm gonna let Molokh lead the way first. Let's see, a Pyrrhic victory. Alright, let's see about bringing in our reinforcements. So I'll let you do normal path, head over here, and start the attack. A close victory this time. If we do this, we'll lose another unit of the Twisted Corpses. This would actually be the unit I not long recruited. I've renamed them so they're tied in now with the first unit, and they probably would die again. You know what? Sure. They are the Twisted Corpses. They will always come back in one way or another. But there we go. Another Herdstone has been raised. Picked up the War Banner. Nice. Zealots. Oh. We have proven to the gods that no matter the worldly conditions, your Herdstones don't... Wait. Dominate the what? Okay, so that was the one, if you remember. That was the challenge we had. Where was it? This one here. Where we had to try and raise a Herdstone in 3 different climates. I only thought I did 2. I have no idea what the third one is then. I mean, wait, does that count as a unique one? I wouldn't have thought so, because... I mean, it doesn't tell me, but it's no different than anywhere else in the Empire. I mean, you can tell that from the symbol right here. It's all the same in in Sylvania. It's all the same down here. Yeah, every Herdstone has got the same... I mean, I'm not going to complain. If it wants to give me that early, I'm not going to complain. It's just I'm surprised to have got it. Okay then, sure. Right, we already got that. What do we want to go for? I still feel that going for the line of sight is just really useful when you've got territories like this. And I might do the same up in our mountain territory. Just because it's so spread out, having the ability to just spot where everyone is nearby will be quite useful. Although, given the fact that we may take mountain attrition, having that constant replenishment may have been more useful. What about the others? Nah, we'll take that. We can also get a few Horde upgrades, so Hattori could get you up to level 3 right now. But instead, we're going to spend some money on that. I just want to have a look as well. You can upgrade. Slugtongue. No, I wanted to check out Malagast. How many more turns have you got? 1 more turn. What I would like to do, see, is... Oh, actually, hang on. Can we afford it? No, we can't. Currently not in the in-camp stance. Right, that's why. I was thinking, because of him being, Malagast Doomslayer, definitely want to try and give him the Khan of Bloods. Give him access to Kornagor herds. So, Beastagor units that follow the Blood Guard, Khorne. and get that eventually, just because I think it's most fitted. Then maybe for the other characters we can pick one up, so Kazakh can maybe go for Zeech, the card of change, and then maybe Gore the Earthshaker can maybe go for Slanesh. I'm not too sure yet, so I'll have to think about it. In the meantime... Do I or don't I? I think it's okay for now. Let's go back here and check out... No, I wanted to do this. Rewards of Dread. So I have recently, increased the cap for these guys so we can actually fill up a bit more of the army. We can unlock another one, including... I need to go to Lords of the Heroes, that's it. I'm gonna get a new War Gore. Reason being is that it was a submission of Anu and Kala's. If I can put a War Gore character into... Oh god. This is the thing, I've literally finished work, came in, made a cup of tea, popped to do a number 1 in the toilet, and then got the computer started up so I can start recording because of my bloody schedule getting changed this morning. Ugh. So I'm still a bit rushing off my feet trying to get this done. But anyway. Sir Hattori is supposed to have a War Gore to join him, so I'm going to give you one. Hopefully I can get you from... Oh no, we haven't got that yet. We need to do it from here. You know what? That's fine. You know what? You can have that. Sure. I'll remember to do it at some point. Probably for the next episode. Okay, Galak, let's give you... Oh, Deadly Onslaught. That was an easy one. Malagost, did we finish off over here? We did finish off Primal Instincts. Prized Horns, then. Zahatori. Given the fact that he's off the shadows, and like I said before, my headcanon for this is that he's a follower of Be'lakor. It seems fitting to me to give him the Blessed by Evil. Now, I know I didn't have to give him all the 2 points, but I figured it was fitting enough, and plus we can always give him Unholy Resilience and Lightning Strike in the following turn now. So, we'll go for that. Fjordioth Goreclaw, let's give you both points in there. As you can see, it gives us extra bonuses to our weapon damage and armor, which, given the low armor value for our troops, is quite useful. Go for that Primal Instincts for you. And then end turn. Okay then, challenge completed, Born to Lead. With that now done, and so Hattori picking up the Builder trait of all things, let's go and do our next challenge. I definitely think going for Dominate the World was a good one. Reducing the miscast chance by 25% is massive, as well as the power reserve, but the amount of magic we'll be able to cast and overcast it, with really good chances as well. Definitely. Now, where do I want to go for first? I'm tempted to actually go for Averland, in all honesty, although heading after the Wargrove of Woe after we defeated Dryker's army would also be a good choice, because we'll be able to finish them off quite quickly. But Avenheim is just sitting here, defenseless, well, apart from the garrison, which is pretty crappy. Slugtongue, are you ready? Oh well, we still need to recruit another Twisted Corpses unit, but sure. You go over here and attack Avenheim. Burn it to the ground, good sir. Burn it to the ground. You got the war banner. I'm going to give that to one of my Pestigors. And goodbye. There we go. Nice and easy. Wow. Take that. And we've already got the Ritual Ruin available. Those 10 points made quite a bit of difference, eh? Butchers of Kalkengards. The towns of men are but larders of flesh for the followers of the way of Ragush, Ravager of Kalkengards. Cool. Extra +2 leadership when besieging. I'm gonna let you guys rest up now so you can get that extra unit. So, let's go ahead and recruit. As for you, Gore, do I want to try your bets against them? No, I don't want to do the ritual. Or do I want to move down towards Grenstadt? To be honest, I kind of want to do that. Or we just... No, let's push up towards Fort Obenstein. We were going to go after it eventually anyway, so we might as well do it now. A Pyrrhic victory, really? What? No way! I mean, I'm looking at what they've got. They've got the Malevolent Dryads and stuff, but there's no way we'll take that many casualties, surely. You know what? I'm gonna fight this battle. I don't believe that auto-resolve. So here we are, guys, outside Fort Obenstein, that you can see over in the far distance, as the Wood Elf garrison have come out to defend against the Beastmen Horde. Now, this is actually going to be Gore's first battle, I believe, without the help of another horde coming in as reinforcements. But you wouldn't think there's any sign of nerves. He just sees a hated enemy in front of him, and orders the Bray Horns to sound and the army to charge forward. Now, what I've done for deployment is set up basically all the units that have Vanguard deployment and Stalk a little bit further forward than my traditional deployment zone, but not so far enough that the guys behind them here, like the ogres and my characters, couldn't rush in and support fairly quickly. I did want to put them a little forward though, because don't forget, we are fighting Wood Elves, and Wood Elves have got some of the best archers in the game. And the garrison here is not afraid to, well, agree with that. We've got the traditional Great Guard over here, for example, but further on, we've got Deepwood Scouts. Right, there's pretty much one of the better units in my opinion. So these guys, if we stood too far back, will just go to town, and already, if I spin around, look at this rain of arrows heading straight towards my units. Now, one thing I tried to do was use, what's it called? Rissan's Wild Form here, to boost the armor of some of my troops just to receive those arrows, but unfortunately I targeted the wrong unit, so they've ended up going after my Gore Herd here with great weapons. But nevertheless, they are weathering things relatively well, all things considered. Now, while my army is charging forward and weathering this rain of arrows, I've also got my Chaos Warhounds rushing around the left flank. Their job is to try and get around to about here and charge into the enemy's rear. Now actually, while I'm on here, I forgot to do this during the battle. I want to check out what the Glamoured effect is for Dryker's Wood Elves. So you can tell by this little glow here that they are Glamoured. So if I find... this is it, isn't it? Right, plus 8 leadership, minus 5 melee attack, minus 10 reload skill, and expendable. Right. I've never actually fought Dryker's army in combat, or at least not enough to be able to pay attention to what the Glamoured trait was. So, nice to see what it actually means. Right. No wonder the elves may not be as effective as they could have been. Anyway, if I speed things up a little bit, the army is charging forward, and you can see from my character over here, Dehasius the Flesh Eater, that I was a little concerned about some of the enemy units. In fact, I'm going to slow things down a little bit just to make things a bit easier. So, I was a little concerned about the Dryads, as well as these Wildwood Rangers. So, what I thought I would do is send Dehasius over to deal with the Rangers. My Beast Lord is going to go straight into a unit of the Malevolent Dryads, and everybody else is just going to try and charge in wherever they can. Now I'm going to still try and boost up their combat abilities using Fjordioth Goreclaw here, so like using Vissen's Wild Form like we did before, but because my, battle lines, if I speed things up again, because my battle lines are actually wider than the enemies, I got the opportunity to use some of the units like the Ungor Spearmen over here and the Destroyers of the Drakewald, as well as a unit of my Gore Herds here, to flank around and attack the enemy from the rear. Now you can see I'm about to boost up some more of my troops who are getting engaged, and, well, those Dryads have not lasted too well against the combined force of Ogres and my Beast Lord coming in now, Gore. Now while this is all happening, I took the opportunity to charge my dogs in from behind, because these Deepwood Scouts were going to be an easy target, and yeah, they just massacre them. They do a ton of damage to the enemy's health. You can see that bar dropping down so quickly, and their leadership is going down even faster, that very soon that unit starts to retreat. Over on this side, I actually was a little disappointed during that battle when I saw Dehasius charge in, right? Because hear me out. One of the cool things about Warhammer is their charge visuals. When a unit of cavalry charges in, you see enemies flying, right? But that looks cool, but damage-wise it doesn't do all that much. I think in this battle, when he charged in, there was like 5 or 6 of these rangers, gets them flying all the way back here, and then every one of them just stood up again and came running back in. Although seeing something like that, where you just see all these body parts getting thrown everywhere, that is much more cooler. Already got 23 kills, but they have done some damage to him. Dahasius, after all, is not the most experienced Minotaur. But while he's fighting over there, you can see everything else is going pretty well for us. The enemy have broken here in the center. We've still got one unit of Internal Guard hanging on in there, but they're not going to be hanging on for much longer. While that's going on, my Ungors have been chasing down the Glade Guard and now actually doing some damage. Then they took some blows because of the enemy just being able to move and shoot. But soon everybody else starts retreating. You can see my Warhounds going after this other unit of Glade Guard and charging right into the enemy, just bringing some of them down. That one's... oh wow, that was a cool one. Did you see that guy? He does a forward roll, spins around to face the other way, and shoots with his bombers. That's really cool. Some of the animations the game puts in are really, really good, I must say. But it wasn't enough despite the skill of the Wood Elves. It's a decisive victory for us. The corpse of the enemy litter the ground, and all those able to flee will do so with the laughter of the Chaos Gods in their ears. Yeah, major victory for us. So, let's go back to the campaign map and consolidate our victory. So there we have it. Decisive victory. Much better option than the auto-resolve gave us. And we barely took any casualties in that. I was actually quite impressed with our Warhounds. I mean, somehow they managed to get 10 more kills than they actually did each, but still, they got the most amount of kills in the entire army. So, yeah, very impressed with them. But now we've done that, we just go ahead, loot and raise, as we get that little bit of extra cash. And we picked up another doe. Female beastmen are rare. Right. Lords over Azrai, well done, Gore. And you guys can now rest up, I think. If we can, I think the next target for you would definitely be Needlin. But I just want to have a look, is there anything we can give you? I suppose I could give you a unit of Harpies, just because we haven't got those yet. You know what, let's get you a unit of Harpies and some Chaos Warhounds. Why not, indeed? Right, how are we doing with this now? So you've burned down Avenheim, you've been taking that out, and if we head up to here... have you guys had the opportunity to burn stuff down yet? No, not yet. Right. Let's go and take Red Eye Mountain. Malagos should make... really? A close victory? How? I mean, I know we've got a couple of Ungors, but we've got Minotaurs. Fine. Sure. Well, the dwarves might be a tougher nut to crack than I thought. Right, there's another ritual done. Dragonbane Gem. Confident Procedure. He's also a fellow collector of beards. Him and Satori obviously get on quite well. Let's let you guys rest up. And then you... I'm going to try and just jump over the mountain to go to Kazid Ikulas. So if we just use the beast paths, you can join over here for the moment, and then we'll just jump over from there. Now, I haven't forgotten about the character, so do I want to send one of these guys down to check? Shindari, you can head off separately on your chariot. Now, I want you to go and search the ruins. It should be just a quick little trip, but if we can spot to see if there's anyone else in there, that would be useful. Now, as for you, Molokh, what do we want to go for? I mean, obviously working on our battle skills in order to increase our abilities for our troops would be quite nice. But what we've got left up here anyway? Leadership aura size 25%, right? Speaker of Darkling Council. What? Why have I not got this one already? Winds of Magic cost -1 for all spells, and all local enemy armies have to pay extra. Take that. Wow, didn't realise that was a one. Okay, for dance, let's give you Woundmaker. Shindari. Did we finish off over here? Yeah, I'll probably go back and get these at some point, especially, in fact, now that we've got the chariots. Now, let's finish them off. Quarter more sleep, then we'll go and get the devastating charge. Kaznor. Let's see. Let's give you Doom and Darkness for the reduced enemy leadership. Could do. Combine that with the aspect of the Dread Knight for terror. It could be a good tag team spell. And I've not actually used it much before like that, so You never know, could be useful. Let's go for Dark Apothecary for you. Gorklu, let's give you Wild Heart. And then... I would like a damage spell. Let's go for Flock of Doom. Oh wow, we've got tons of points. We'll go for that then. Dehazius, the Flesh Eater. Let's finish off Primal Instincts, and... I'm going to go Thick Skinned. I like the idea of him being good in defense. Basically just holding that enemy up, you know? Alright, Malagast. Now I can give you Arcana Blood, my friend. There you go. Oh, actually... Do we want to go over Meat Larder? Get our hands on Minotaurs? I think so. There you go, there's a ton of favour already spent, but hey-o. And we'll go for a Pell Totem as well, because we do want to get that War Gore for Hattori. We'll probably hit again the following turn. In the meantime, Gore, sure, you can get an upgrade. Try not to spend too much money, because we have got, 700 army upkeep, thanks to all my Ogre units. Let's see, Dreads. A little bit longer. Oh, wait. Oh, right. I didn't realise that the Minotaurs are separate, compared to, say, like the Gores, which, as you can see, all of them get increased when we do that. Oh, right. We could go for a Giant, actually. Or we can increase our Centaurs. Oh, there's just so many options. Oh. How much do we have? 530. Let's get some more Centaurs. We'll have to obviously increase the units for them, but still, that could be quite nice. Well, this is interesting. So the Vampire Count rebels, led by Siegfried von Drac, have offered me a peace treaty. Now, given the rebels, you find it very difficult to actually do any negotiations with them. The fact they're offering me a peace treaty and willing to pay me a decent amount of favour for it. You know what? Sure. Let's take it. And with that, any second, back to my turn. Great. So, what have we had happen? Not much. Although, I did want to cut back up to the north for a second, because I saw an army. Here he is. This guy just had a bloody cool name. Kamenon the Bloody Hound. How cool is that? As a title, that's definitely a follower of Khorne right there. Anyway, I got distracted, just saw that during the end turn phase, and I thought, oh wow, that's cool. Anyway, who's this? Marius is back, and he's got a really badly damaged army. Can you attack him, Molokh? Oh, I think we're just slightly out of range. I don't know, can we? Yeah, we're just slightly out of range, unfortunately. Unless... Do you think we can get Gore to attack him? Maybe count as part of an ambush? Let's try. Just thinking about how cool it would be to eliminate Marius again. Alright, let's switch you over to this. And let's just see if we are successful in our ambush attempt. Oh, so close. Actually, can we finish you up? We could maybe do this. I'll tell you what. Can I... Okay, we can't force march. I'm going to try it with just unit and Gore. It's going to be a Pyrrhic victory. Oh my god, we lose a ton of units. Really? I suppose he has a bunch of characters, and he does have a few artillery pieces, including a Hellstorm rocket battery. You know what? I'm going to leave it. I'd rather not take the casualties, thank you. The only annoying thing is, now... He's now close enough. Well, if we have to retreat, we'll have to retreat. It's fine. So you guys can do that. You are going to jump over towards here. And we'll get Malagos to do the same. And then we'll send Jandari down here to Fort Yakova. Any second... Yeah, here we are. Warlord Clan Gritus. That's actually a really sneaky way now of discovering where hidden factions are. Because in my game, it's not just the Skaven that can take advantage of ruined settlements. There's other factions like the Whatblood tribe, who, if I pop over here to Brass Keep, I believe they're actually occupying the area. So even though it's a ruin, they still hold it very much the same as a Skaven. So that's a really sneaky way of finding out where the other factions are hiding. Huh. Okay then, let's just quickly do some skill points. So Malagast, what can we give you now? Savage Beast, maybe? Voice of the Dark Gods, what does that do? Bunch of bonuses, sure. Yeah, let's give you Uncanny Senses, Magical Resistance. Now let's boost up that weapon strength, something massive with that. Gore, we're going to finish off Dark Apothecary for you. Let's hit enter now, and just see what happens next. If Marius does try to attack Earthshaker, I'm going to get him to retreat, and hopefully he'll try and retreat back in a direction which isn't going to get him caught. But we'll find out in a minute. Oh! Wow. I'm not too sure what happened there, but I'm happy to take it. That was a badly damaged army that just ran straight into Marius. The fact that they were able to defeat him... Okay, they took a lot of casualties, but they still defeated him. But then I suppose it makes it easier for us, doesn't it, when at the next episode. You want a military alliance, Kazrak? Yeah, I don't know. We already got a defensive alliance, but I'm not going to go for military. Just because it could drag me into wars I don't particularly want. Although I must say, something that's got me intrigued is what happens if you recruit a legendary lord using the Rewards of Dread mechanic, if they still exist on the campaign map. Because, as you guys will no doubt seen, we've been able to recruit a lot of legendary lords. We can recruit all of them. Malagor the Dark Omen, Kazrak the One Eye, and so on. And yet, what happens if they're already leading a faction in the map? Do we get a double of them? A clone or something? I don't know. But anyway, with the challenge complete, Dominate the World, which I feel we're doing quite a decent job at so far, I'm going to end things here for today. So next episode, we'll finish off the area of the Blood Grounds surrounding Einschatten, as well as back up in the north in the mountains here. Hopefully this will give us plenty of marks of ruination and to get us at least, I would say, up to level 5. If not even more than that. Ooh, actually, that would be quite nice. I wonder if that actually does... It doesn't seem to actually give me much more. It does give me extra Herdstones, so we could actually have even more blood grounds going at the same time. That would be handy. Gorgons, Cygors. I still really want to check out a Gorgon. That seems really cool. But we'll leave that all for next episode. In the meantime, though, guys, thank you for watching today's one. I hope you enjoyed, and you do join me next time, of course, for some more Warhammer. But until then, everybody, take care, and goodbye for now.